See, it's not easy to walk in love. I went to preach in a church some years ago, and they didn't invite me again. And for some time, I didn't understand why they never invited me again. But me now, I'm not looking for opportunity to be invited. So it wasn't a problem to me, but I never knew why they didn't invite me again. Then I traveled with mommy. We were coming home. We got to the airport. A lady who is a pastor in that church met us and said, "Oh, Reverend Eastwood, we haven't seen you in our church for a long time." Then I said, "You guys haven't invited me again." And she said, "How could we invite you with the word you came to preach in our church? We didn't invite you because of the word you came to preach." I said, "What did I preach?" She said, "The love revolution." She said, "That message, our church can't receive it. And that day, when you preach it, we didn't receive it." She said, I didn't receive it, but I've changed." She said, "Brother Eastwood, it's a good thing you called it a revolution, because it is not easy to walk in love." He said, "And when you preach it, it was against almost everything we believed." So I told her, and I told the bishop who was with us, I said, "I never knew love was such a difficult thing until I started preaching it." When I started preaching the love revolution, then I realized that, you know what, people, the most difficult thing in this world is to walk in love. Because that is the one you will be abused, you will be attacked. People will treat you in so many ways, and you are not expected to respond the way they are handling you. And it's truly not easy. Now, they were honest enough to say we won't invite him again because this message is incompatible with our system. But there are some of you who sit in this system. You have no intentions of changing your church, but you also have no intentions of changing your life. The way you are is the way you want to be. You are the exact opposite of love. Because of you, whenever we say love revolution, people doubt us. They're like, what love revolution? We know some of them. I pray that you know what? You will be more honest with yourself than this other church. Because this other church said, you know what? We can't contain the love revolution, so we won't invite the preacher again. You two, you are walking about, you call the love revolution preacher your spiritual father. When they say, "Oh, do you know Pastor Eastwood?" "No, I came from spiritual loins." They didn't even ask you about spiritual loins. They just said, "Do you know him?" Just say, "Yes, I've heard about him." But for you to be walking about, "Oh, I come from his loins, and Brother Eastwood is my spiritual father," and so on and so forth, and your character is the exact opposite. You can quarrel, you can fight, you can do all the strange things.